Ever wonder how the Talon is made? The process begins at a manufacturing facility located in Michigan. Each Talon starts out as an array of printed circuit boards. A stencil is placed over the array so that solder paste can be applied to the pads of the printed circuit board. A technician inserts the stencil into a machine and then applies solder paste. The array enters the machine and a squeegee moves the paste across the stencil. Once the paste has been applied, the array enters a machine called a pick and place. The machine places components onto the proper location on the array. Once all of the parts have been placed, the array enters an oven. The oven heats up the solder paste until it melts. The array exits the oven on a conveyor. Not all of the parts can be placed by the pick and place, so a worker places the remaining parts. Once the parts have been placed, the array enters a machine called a selective solder. A fountain of solder is flowed across the contacts of each part until a good solder joint is formed. After all of the parts have been soldered, the individual circuit boards are separated by a worker. The Talons then go through a series of 3 tests to ensure quality and functionality. In the first test, a circle means the device is passed. After all of the boards have been tested, the technician marks a capacitor. This mark indicates the Talon has passed. The circuit board is then placed into a test fixture for programming and to verify functionality. The technician verifies the capacitor has been marked before proceeding. A motor is spun forward and then backwards. The technician then presses the calibration button to make sure it's working. If the Talon passes, a mark is placed on the edge of the circuit board. A conformal coating is then applied. A black light is used to find any areas that were not coated. After the Talons have been coated, they are placed into an enclosure and then put through one last test that applies a large load. This test checks for any poor connections that could result in a premature failure. After passing this third and final test, labels are applied to indicate the Talon is ready for shipment. And that's how Talons are made. Thank you for watching, and good luck this year.